Hey kids, how we doing? Hey, we're going to be working on a map here today in class, the Tennessee Valley Authority map, and trying to get ourselves set up for the the second half of our chapter on the Great Depression. So as you log into Schoology, you take a look at the presentation. You're going to be doing a paper map for this, and I'll explain what to do in just a moment. And then you're also going to have to answer some questions on the presentation that you can see here on the video. So I'll go through, explain that to you real quick. Should be pretty simple, and you do have an opportunity to actually increase your calorie intake on this one. So let me show you what we got. Okay, so once you log in, you got your title page here. Okay, so one of the things the New Deal did to help people during the Great Depression was a great amount of public works projects. These might be schools, bridges, parks, etc. The Tennessee Valley Authority is one of the largest, building dams to harness hydroelectric power from the area's many rivers. This had two major benefits. First, it provided jobs building the dams to those who desperately needed them. Second, it provided affordable electricity to areas that had yet to benefit from modern technology. Okay. All right, so using the map on the next slide to help you complete the task on the following slides. Okay, so you are going to take a look at this map. This is the map right here that is going to get you to be able to do everything that you need to do. Now, you're going to get handed out to you this paper. All right, first thing I want you to do when you get the paper is I want you to put your name on the top. Okay, if you want to put it down on this part right here, that's fine. But let's make sure your name is somewhere on the top. Remember, we don't do papers all that often anymore, so we're not real good at remembering to put our names. But you are going to have to turn this in addition to submitting the presentation. But the map that you see here on the screen, this is the one that will help you to be able to get the entire project done. Okay, so first, you are going to color the area that received electric power through the Tennessee Valley Authority. Okay, what is that? That's the green area that we're looking at right here in the video. Okay, so as you take a look at this, you'll notice that there is a spot that kind of it covers a lot of the, as you would expect, a lot of the state of Tennessee is there, but it also kind of bleeds into some of the surrounding states as well. So you're going to color it. It's going to look like that. Doesn't have to be green like they did it, but you can do that. Okay, so you're gonna color that area in. All right, then what you are going to do is you are going to label the Cumberland River, the Mississippi River, Atlanta, Chattanooga, the Tennessee River, Knoxville, Nashville, Memphis, and Birmingham. 3 rivers and a bunch of cities that are all in that area. And then you're going to label the states of Tennessee, Illinois, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, Georgia, North Carolina, and Virginia. Okay, you don't have to label South Carolina, but you can if you want. I wouldn't want to leave South Carolina out. So if you feel the need that you got to do that, for Mr. Spivey's case, if you want to do the state of Indiana, go ahead. I'd rather not, but go ahead and do it. All right. So we'll label those states. We are going to label the 3 rivers and all the cities. Okay. All of that is right there on this map. So everything you need is right there. Now, the next thing that you have to label is the major dams built by the TVA. Okay, so what does that mean? If you see these little kind of red-ish lines that are there, kind of all along the Cumberland River, all along the Tennessee River, okay, you're just going to, as best you can, kind of draw those in on your map. They don't have to be perfect, but try and get those labeled in there as best you can on that. Okay, so that's what you got to do. You got to color one kind of splotch in the middle, and then you've got to label a bunch of stuff on there. Okay, that's what you have to do. However, you have an optional thing to do here for this. Now, I told you the only thing you have to color, so technically you only need one color. All right. If you were to do your map and make it kind of look just like this one, okay, that's perfectly acceptable, right? We've got, he chose to do green, that works out just fine. Everything that I asked for is labeled. I've got the little dams and all that kind of thing. That's all taken care of. That's there. Everything good, right? It's gonna get 5 out of 5. Not a very hard map to take care of. However, I have an opportunity for you here. Okay, if you choose to, in addition to coloring in that green thing that is the Tennessee Valley Authority area, if what you choose to do is you color really nicely all of the other states that are there, okay, so you have to do this. But if you choose to do something that looks like this and you color in all of the states that are surrounding it, then what you're going to get is a piece of candy. All right? So you'll have the opportunity to get one piece of candy if you do that. All right? So you get that done. Okay, you can kind of take care of that, do that, and you get candy. If you just do kind of what's required, well, then you don't get candy, but you do get 5 out of 5. All right. So we got that. Now, what else do you have to do in order to get 5 out of 5? The next slide. There are 2 questions here. If you look at your map once you've completed it, you should be able to answer these without too much trouble. In fact, if you look a little bit further back in this video, the answer to number 1, when I went through and I showed you where the dams were, I already talked about it. Okay, and then which states benefited from the electric power provided by the TVA? Basically, if that green splotch in the middle, if it touches one of those states, you list that state there. So obviously the state of Tennessee, but the TVA was in other states as well, mostly Tennessee, but the surrounding states. So if it touches any of those states, you put them down for number 2. And that's all that there is. When you're done, you put it up on the corner of my desk with your name on it in an 8th grade pile. Let's make sure it's going to be a freshman pile very soon. We got to do this right. All right. And then make sure that you answer the 2 questions, hit submit on the presentation. I take a look at both of them, 5 out of 5, right? We take care of business and we're good to go. All right. Okay. So that's what we've got going on for today. Should be easy. You know how to do maps in here. Do some labeling, do some coloring, answer some questions. You do a little extra coloring, you get some candy today, right? This works out for everybody, okay? So good luck. I will see you back when I return, and I'll talk to you later on, all right? Bye-bye.